Good morning everyone. My name is Nitin and today we are going to study trigonometric function furthermore. So in class 10th we have already studied how to find the value of sine 30, sine 45, cos 45, tan 60 and so much more. What if the angle here is much larger than 90 degree and so on? But we are going to do so. Today we are going to study that. So firstly we need to understand some basics of it. Since we have already studied Cartesian plane, here 0 degree, 90, 180, 270 and here 0 is also known as 360 degree because it's complete one round. So on, if we are going to move forward, it is 450, 540, 630 and 720, so on. So we are going to have more and more big angles based on it. How we are going to solve if question is given like sine 765 degree or tan 765 degree or cos 135 degree? How we are going to solve it? We are having a look on it. Firstly, we need to understand some basics. That is, it is x-axis, it is y-axis. A question generally like sine 765 degree is composed of two things. Firstly, the sine, the sign in front of that question, either plus or minus, and the angle. It is angle, it is trigonometric function and it tells us the direction that we are going to follow. As earlier studied, we know that positive means anti-clockwise direction. And negative means clockwise direction. So here directions mean if the sign is positive, as in these all three cases the sign is positive, then we are going to move in anti-clockwise direction. If the sign is negative, like minus sine 765 degree or minus cos 135 degree, we are going to move in clockwise direction. Now moving forward, we have to know that here, if we stop here, and what if we stop here and here? If we stop on y-axis, then some signs, some trigonometric function are going to be changed. That is, sine becomes cos and cos becomes sine. Cosec becomes sec and sec becomes cosec. Tan becomes cot and cot becomes tan. So if we stop on y-axis, the name of trigonometric function are going to be changed like this. That is, if the consider sine 135, we are going to break this and know how to break this angle into smaller parts. But In that case, we are going to 90 plus 45. We are going to stop here and the angle will get that 45 degree. We are stopping here. The sine will change its name to cos and 45 degree. Thus, the name of the trigonometric function will change itself. So write it down that these names are going to be changed. Now we are going to solve some example based on it, so you will get a better look how to solve this question. So the first question will be sine 135 degree. Whenever you get this question, firstly you have to divide it into three ways. It means direction, the sign that is in front of it. If no sign, it means positive. Just like here, thus there is no sign, it means it is positive. This is trigonometric function and this is angle. So firstly you are going to take angle. Here the angle is 135 degree and divide that angle by 90. If you divide this by 90, 90 ones are 90 and you will get the remainder 45 here. So you are going to represent this as sine bracket on of 90 multiplied by 1 plus 45 degree. Now we are going to look at this number. If this number is even, it means no trigonometric function change. If this number is odd, then trigonometric function changes. Since the number here is odd, 1 is odd number. So we are going to change the name of trigonometric function. So sine changes into, as we have already mentioned, into cos. So after knowing this, this part is gone. We only left with this part and this part comes same here. That is 45 degree. And we all know the value of cos 45, that is 1 upon under root 2. Any doubts? Now moving towards the next question. What if we have to find the value of tan 7, say 65 degrees. Divide it into three parts. First is direction, second is trigonometric function, and third is angle. Direction is positive. So divide this 765. Divide this 765 by 90. So we know that 90 8 ja 720. So we will left with 45. So we can write it as tan 90 multiplied by 8 plus 45 degrees. Here the number is even. This is even. So we are going to say that tan, no name change because the number is even, and write even, no name change, though this is gone. Write this 45 as it is. So tan 45 is 1. It is the answer. What do you mean by directions here? How to find the calculation the direction? That is, we are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We reach here on 8, 90 into 8, and then 45. It means the angle is here, and on first quadrant it is positive. So we are going to add plus sign into it. This fraction will give us that either we are going to add plus or minus on it or not. Any doubts? Similarly, in last question we get sine 135, that is sine 90 degree plus 45 degree, that is 90 into 1 name change, cos 45 degree. Now what sign here will come? 1 and 45. The angle become here sign is positive, so we are going to add positive sign. You always have to add here the sign positive or negative based on the quotient, not on the name change. So remember that. Any doubts? We are going to solve two or three more example based on it. So the next question will be, find the value of cosec 570. So the sign is positive, trigonometric function, angle. What we are going to do first, divide 570 with respect to 90. Divide it, we will get 540 and the remainder will be 30. 546. So what we get, cosec 90 into 6 plus 30 degrees. Here the number is even, so it will get cut out and no name will be changed. So we will get cosec 30 degree. Now what comes next part? It is, we are going to represent 6 times 90s. So 190, 290, 390, 490, 590 and 690 and 30 degree. So we are going to move little forward. On this, the tan and cot is positive, but we have cosec here, so the negative sign will appear. Because we are in others quadrant, in others coordinate areas. So here negative sign remain as it is. And what is the value of cosec 30? That is 1 by 2. So, cosec 30 value will be 2. That is the answer of it. Any doubts? Moving towards the next question. What will be the value of cot 1050 degrees? So sign is positive, trigonometric function, this is angle. What we are going to do, divide 1050 by 90. 90, 11 ja 9, 90. and the remainder will be 60. Represent it like that. Cot 90 into 11 plus 60 degree. Now, what will be the answer? Cot, since the number here is odd and we are going to change the name of cot into 10 and represent 60 like as it is. Now we have to make a Cartesian plane. Represent 11 90s, that is 190, 290, 390, 490, 590, 690, 790, 890, 990, 1090, 1190, and we are going 1190 and here plus 60, so we are going to add plus 60 here. This is the quadrant of which? Cos or sec, but we are dealing with cot, so the negative sign appears here. Yes or no? Yes. So what is the value of tan 60? If anyone remembers, we know that the value of tan 60 is under root 3, so the answer will be minus of under root 3. Any doubts? Now moving towards the next question. We are going to solve one more question based on it and then move towards the negative sign questions. What if we are going to find the value of sec 765, let's take a harder value, 1410 degrees. So first direction, trigonometric function, angle. What we are going to do, divide this 1410 by 90. But we are going to have 1990. Let's take this 90 ones, but we get 510, and then 94s are 450, and we will get the remainder 60. So 1914s are. So how we are going to represent? Sec 90 multiplied by 14 plus 60 degrees. Since the number is even here, so we are not going to change the name and represent 60 here. Now we have to see this is positive or negative. So 190, 290, 390, 490, 590, 690, 790, 890, 990, 1090, 1190, 1290, 3090 and 4090. 4090 ends here and plus 60. So we are going in third quadrant. Third quadrant represent tan and cot. So sec will be negative here. What is the value of sec 90? That is opposite of cos 60. What is the value of sec 60? It will be the opposite of cos 60, and cos 60 we already know that is 1 by 2. So the value of sec 60 will be 2 by 1. So the answer will be minus 2. Any doubts? Moving towards the next question, that is, what if we are going to find. Moving towards the next question, that is cosec minus 1410 degrees. How we are going to solve this? Because at first the angle is positive in previous cases, but here the angle is negative. Positive or negative, just like I have told you in previous question, that is sine, let let us say 135 degree. I was saying that here positive or negative sign represent direction. That positive or negative sign is for angles. Here the sign is positive, here the sign is negative. Here the sign is negative, here the sign is positive. So how we are going to solve this? Firstly, don't get afraid of this negative sign. Take this negative sign outside the bracket and write 1410 degree. Divide this 1410 degree with respect to 90. 90, 51, 0, 1s and then 5s, 450, the remainder will be 60. So how we are going to represent it? Cosec minus, as it is, 90 into 15 plus 60 degree. This negative just represent direction, that we will move here in clockwise direction. In which direction? Clockwise direction. So right, the number here is odd, so the cosec will change itself into sec. Write 60 as it is. Now moving towards in which coordinate it will get located. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this one is positive for all. Positive for all. So the sign of positive will come. Sec of 60. What is the value of sec 60? Opposite of cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So the answer here will be 2. Any doubts? Now based on it, we are going to solve 2 or more 3 examples on it. So let us move towards second example, that is sine minus 135 degree. How we are going to solve it? Write sine as it is, minus outside the bracket, divide 135 by 90, 91 is 90 and 45 will be our remainder. So 90 into 1 plus 45 degree. Here it is 1, so odd number, we are going to change sign into cos. Negative is just for direction, that we are moving in clockwise direction. 90 into 1, 90 into 1 and then 45, so we are in third quadrant. Third quadrant is for tan and cot, but here it is cos, so the negative sign will appear. Cos of 45 degree. Cos of 45 is 1 by under root 2. So the answer will be minus 1 by under root 2. Let us solve one more example based on it. Let us take an example. Cot 750 degree of minus. So cot, write minus outside the bracket and 750 degree. Cot minus, we are going to divide this 750 with respect to 90. So 98 720, the remainder will be 30. 90 into 8 plus 30 degrees. Here the number is even, so we are not going to change the name of chord. The chord will remain as it is. The trigonometric function will not change its name because here the number is even. Negative sign is for only direction. 190, 290, 390, 490, 590, 690, 790, 890, and after that it will come in this. This is of cos and sec. So the negative sign will appear in its front. And 30 degree. What is the value of cot 30 degree? That is under root 3. So the answer will be minus of under root 3. I am going to give you some homework based on this type of question, so you will get a better view how to solve this question. Please practice this question at home. Cos minus 1410 to sec 240 degree, 3 cot minus 80 degree, 4th tan 1020 degree, and last sec minus 690 degree. That's all for today. Thank you for your time.